Hey, Alexa here to talk to you about the $1 million question. How long does the process take? So I'm going to walk you through how long the process could take because it's not always the same answer, right, for every permit. So this process is for by right building and zoning permits. If you're doing a tenant fit out, if you're getting a zoning permit for a new building, anything that's by right, meaning you don't need a variance from the zoning board or the board of building standards, it's just you're submitting, it's by right, and you're getting a permit. So when you work with us as an expediter, we're factoring that into the timeline as well. So step one is always that time at the beginning of a project where we're getting familiar with each other, we're collecting information we need from you, the general contractor, the architect, the landlord, the project owner. So that's the intake and preparing applications process. Oh, this is my microphone because the sounds better when I talk into it, but no, when I'm over here. Anyway, so the first step, like I said, is always the intake and application preparing process, getting the plans from you, consulting you on what we're going to need, like working through that stuff together. If things are, moving quickly and really ready to go, then that could take about a week, but we allot 2 weeks because by the time we, invoices are paid, quotes are accepted, documents are sent to us, information sent to us, plans are emailed, all that stuff, it takes about 2 weeks, okay? So we put 1 to 2 weeks here. Now, the next step in the process is the application submission to the City of Philadelphia. Now, a standard application gets reviewed in up to 20 business days, which translates to 1 whole month. Now, you have the option to accelerate building permit applications. That costs more money, of course, to the city, not us. It's an additional $540, and they'll review your application in up to 10 business days versus 20, so it cuts the process in half. So a standard review adds up to 1 month, and an accelerated review adds up to 2 weeks. So now, at the highest most point, say you don't accelerate applications, you're at 6 weeks, a month and a half. And you're at about 4 weeks if you do accelerate. Then after applications are reviewed by the city, one of two things happen. The one you hope happens is everything goes through smoothly and they issue billing statements for the permit pickup. And we can pick up, as long as we get checks from you and the GC's information, we can pick that up within, 24, 48 hours. So it's pretty quick on our end. But it depends on, do we have all the information we need from you, such as the checks, the GC's tax clearance, and their license. So I put about a week, just give or take. So if all goes smoothly, you're looking at about a 7-week process at a standard review. And you're looking at about 5 weeks if you accelerate, if you pay that additional fee. Now, the other thing that can happen is the city can request additional information. So they don't issue the billing statement for a permit right away. They ask for more information. And basically what happens at that point is the process resets because now we have to take more information in from you. We need to do additional coordination. We need to make sure whatever information is being requested, you're giving it to us, we're getting it. So then it kind of follows the same flow. However, it's not going to take us 2 weeks to prepare it. Really, the turnaround time there depends on how long it takes third parties to get us that information. We'll turn around that additional information submission to the city within a day or two from getting all of that information. But then what happens is the submission of that additional information gets reviewed by the plans examiner in the same allotted review period. So if you paid the $540 for an accelerated application, they have another 10 business days to review the additional information. And if you didn't accelerate, they have up to another month to review the additional information. Now, yes, it could go quicker, but there's no guarantees because you're dealing with the city of Philadelphia. So you have to expect that they're going to take every bit of that review period. Then after they review the additional information submission, at that time you hope your billing statements are being issued and the permit's ready for pickup. And that's about the same. Okay? So that explains the timeline for a typical by right building and zoning permit. Like I said, if everything goes smoothly, you can expect it to take, I'd say about 5 weeks or so. And then at the maximum, it could take, 2, that's 8 weeks. So yeah, I would say between 4 and 6 weeks. But then some projects are really complicated. Like say the additional information comes back and there's a huge list of things, it's a really old building, there's just a lot going on, then of course the process is going to be drawn out a little longer, but you can expect it to take at minimum 4 to 5 weeks, okay? So hope that clarifies some of the questions about how long is this process going to take.